How we doing? It's Sunday afternoon, late afternoon, be about 2-3 o'clock I reckon. Just doing a bit more ploughing again. This land's a bit stiffer, it's a bit more like clay, and it's taken a bit of sort of setting up really. I'll just show you now if I turn the camera. So you can see it's a bit stiffer, it's not just as fluffy as it was that other weekend we were on. I mean, it'll batter down a bit with a pass of the power harrow and drill, but it'll definitely want left a day or two. Hopefully if we miss these showers it'll turn over nice. But further down in that corner there, sort of down that way, it's very heavy and sticky, and there's a couple of deep tram lines as well that seems to knock it up a bit as well. But I've adjusted the top link and made it a bit sort of sit further back a bit, because I know the top link pin should be floating as you're ploughing, and when I set off down that side it seemed to be ploughing deeper going down the hill as it was coming back up the hill. But no, we're getting a nice job of it now. I'm got my eye in again, we're nice and straight, or as straight as I'll ever get it anyway. Aye, that's not so bad, is it? So yeah, I've got my little helper, and yeah, I've got my plough and tractor. Aye, it's a lovely job, like I'm quite happy just pottering away at this. Quite happy. Right, come on, let's go turn some sod. I think this will be the last field that we plough, and then the rest will be min-till. I think that great stubble that you saw me knocking the tops off with the topper maybe about 6 weeks ago now, that'll have been sprayed middle of this week I reckon. It's starting to look a bit yellow now when I drove up past on the way here. So that'll be to min-till this week I would imagine, as long as the weather gives a good forecast. But I reckon I'll be busy with work for the time being. Joined us in the field, look. Oh no. I don't think he'll catch us, like. Yeah, I've never ploughed with the drill in the same field. Hope he doesn't catch us. Motoring, like. Tell you what, it's turning up nicely though. A lovely seedbed. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Right, we'll keep the pedal to the metal, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get on. Right, that's us done for now. Turned up alright, that's, hasn't it? Looks nice. I even did a nice job round the tree. But just this little short bit of work here to do. But we're gonna go home, have some tea, dinner, supper, whatever you call it. So I will see you tomorrow when we're back to proper work. Monday morning. Welcome back. Yeah, we're having a quieter day today. I completely forgot that it's supposed to be a bank holiday. So I did. So I don't want you to see this as being disrespectful, but got stuff to do, so we'll get it done. So yeah, I'm heading up into the woods first. It's going to be one of those, I'll show you bits and pieces, but I can't show you everything because it's to do with the telematics not working correctly. And to be honest with you, what I'll be able to tell you about it is slim to nil, because it's just witchcraft how it works. So yeah, I'll go and do that. And then I've got a 225 that isn't too much further away from it. It's making a whooshing noise when it's working. So what the whooshing noise is, I'm not sure. Whether it's well, we'll have to go and have a listen and see what it is, see if we can discover what it is. I think there was somebody there last week at it, and the message was, Ali, whatever you did to that machine last week, it's still no better. And I thought, I wasn't at that machine last week. So somebody's got the wires crossed, but I'll go and have a look either way, because it's on my patch, and yeah, it'll put the rest of the afternoon in. Anyway, I'm just waffling on for the sake of waffling on. Let's get the day started. The weather is dry. With us ploughing yesterday, I was looking at the weather radar, and I think it's just bad luck if you get hit by a shower today. So hopefully it'll stay dry. I really want to give the van a right good square up. It needs a good wash, and in here is just a disgrace. I bet to some folk it's not that bad, but for me it's just way below standard, it is. So hopefully if I get back at a decent time, I'll spend an hour just having a bit of a spruce up. Right, I'll pull out onto the road, so I'll click you off and I'll see you up in the woods. So I've made it up into the back of Beyond. My job with this digger is the telematics isn't working. It's showing its last reported location as being the customer's yard, and it's showing that it's only done, I think it was about 345 hours. So that isn't ideal for me, because I use the telematics myself to organise servicing. I can see where the machine's at when it's due a service. Quite often what I'll do as well is, if I've got a service to do in an area, I'll have a quick look at the telematics and see who else's machine is in that area, look at the hours and see if they're coming up due a service, and I'll try and sort of preemptively service somebody else's machine if it's on a service contract, or I'll speak to the customer and say, look, I'm up in your area, see your machine's not far off a service, do you want it done while I'm up there? So for me personally, I find it really handy to use the telematics, and then also the customer or the owner of the machine will use the telematics to see how much fuel's been used, and you can order fuel for it. So you can see, right, he's used X amount of fuel this week, I know how much fuel is stored on site, and I can you know, order fuel 2 or 3 days in advance of the tank being empty. So it's handy for everyone. But like I say, the last time this machine updated was 30th of June. It's been on my radar and it's been on my list of jobs to do. The driver is off this week, hence why the machine's parked up. So I'm going to pull it out, pull the cab apart and replace the box, and hopefully once the new box is registered, we should start to see accurate location and consumables. So that's what I'm going to do. Obviously telematics, it's tracking, it's sort of security. I'm not going to do a time lapse of me stripping it all out, but you can have my word that I'm going to have the cab in a million pieces, and I'm going to have my mucky boots all over the inside of this pristine cab. Look, goodness me, tell you what, it smells absolutely lovely in here. See what sort of, I thought it was chrome is that's nice tackle, like it is, smells lovely. Right, no, I'll get this little box done, and I'll catch up with you once I've finished. No midges yet, but I'm just out the van, so give it 10 minutes. I might need to suit up for the midges. Okay. That is the job complete. Cab's all back together. I've just got this fella's cleaning products to go back in the cab. Honestly, I think there's probably more cleaning products in this cab than I've got underneath my kitchen sink at home. And I'm a tidy person as well. Anyway, I'll put all this stuff back together. I tell you, if you want to see this machine in action, the driver Mark, he's got a very popular Instagram channel, and he puts the odd bits and pieces on YouTube as well. So go and check him out. It's mditch84. So ditch is in, well, MDITCH 84. You can see this machine work. He does some really good time lapses, and he does a lot of forestry roads with it as well. So it's quite cool to see how he sort of digs the stone out of the ground, because some of the roads that he's been doing lately, he's been sort of digging a deep hole, finding the stone, piling it up, and then all the stuff that comes off the top of the road will go back into the hole. It's quite interesting to see how he does it. So definitely worth a look, and he does some great pictures as well on Instagram, so go and check him out on Instagram if you haven't already. Right, it is 24 minutes past 12. I finished working on that digger at about 10 past 11, and basically there's some jobs that I need to put my laptop on and do a download, and that's about all I'll tell you. But yeah, my laptop's not an hour and 20 minutes and the laptop won't connect to it. This is what I find really frustrating. Like, just, you know, the job itself takes an hour to do. The travel, the rain, the weather, everything of that, no trouble at all. I really don't mind, but to complete the job I need to do a download, and I can't do the download because it's either the laptop not talking to the machine, or it's the software. Probably more likely to be the laptop. So blinking annoying. Yeah, I've given up because, I mean, I'm not getting anywhere. It's 12:30. I've got another digger to go and see, which I'll need the laptop for as well, but it probably won't talk. I mean, you know, like the other day there, fitting that sensor and sorting that out, it took me about 6 or 7 times longer to actually establish a connection than it did to either do what I needed to do on the laptop, or than it took me to actually repair the machine. That is the most frustrating part of this job. I've just decided now, right, I should probably have something to eat, and when I do, I'll see you at the next machine. Last job of the day. That's the end of the day. I've been at that, up and down that bank to that digger. Yeah, don't know what's wrong with that. It's got me stumped. It's got it's only done about 250 hours, and it's got a vibration underneath the cab, and I've had all belly plates off underneath, and it seems to be like a hydraulic noise. So when the pilot lever's in the down position, there's no noise. Pilot lever's raised, no noise. It's only when you sort of find that sweet spot with the joysticks that you get this sort of like a bit like a buzzing noise is how I would describe it. And the tone of the buzzing noise doesn't particularly change if you raise or lower the hydraulic pressure. Find about sort of between 13 and 23 bar is when the noise is present, and then it'll kind of come back when you hold it on relief for a little bit. It's on all functions. Yeah, and then another thing that isn't just right, I don't think, is when you lift the main boom up, one of the pumps is slow to react and it doesn't put full pressure on. What else is there? The pilot pump It almost sounds as though it's cavitating a bit. The tank is pressured, so that could be the first sign of cavitation if the tank isn't pressured, but it is. Pilot noises can often be caused by the pilot accumulator. If it's failed, that vibration, you know, that isn't deadened, so to speak, by the accumulator. That accumulator seems to be okay. Yeah, one of life's mysteries, and it's taken me 3 hours to determine that is one of life's mysteries. Now, the easy thing to do would be to say to the driver, just turn the radio up, but that is not how we do things, and for all I know, you tell him to ignore it, it does another 500 hours, something could go Jurassically wrong, and we're all in trouble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of research and go and have a look at a brand new machine that's in our yard, take a bit of notice of what things are doing, and tomorrow he's going to leave the machine on the roadside for us, and we'll rip it apart and try and find, it's almost as if there's a valve sticking, or there's just something not right with it anyway. So anyway, that's something to look forward to tomorrow. Hopefully the weather holds out, but happily we're only about 40 minutes away from the yard, so not too bad. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for today. It feels like it hasn't been so productive today, but it is what it is. Laptop is going to get replaced by the sound of things. I sent an email out and the boss is saying that, well, you've had that laptop since new, it probably is going to be a bit of a mardy bum from time to time, so we're going to get that changed out, and then hopefully those 2-minute jobs that I need to do with my laptop don't take plumbing 2.5 hours. Right, I'm going to leave it at that for today. I've had a day of it, and yeah, if I go on any longer I'll start to complain. You all think I'm a miserable sod. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button for more bits and pieces throughout the week. Go and have a look at Ali's Dick Diary on YouTube and Instagram. Tomorrow will be another day, and I'll be a right fine fettle, won't I? See you tomorrow.